For decades, the ocean has been Valerie Taylor's office. Valerie and her late husband, Ron, travelled the world filming marine life for documentaries, even Hollywood. Tonight, she tells us about her brilliant career and the close encounters.
I had hundreds of sharks bite me.
In
all
this
different
suit?
species.
Really?
Yes. And
Why? For the love
we were
of God.
testing it.
What happens if it didn't work, Valerie?
Oh, we knew it'd work.
She is our very own David Attenborough, with no fear. Valerie Taylor and her late husband, Ron, sailed the world, filming the world most of us never encounter, the one below.
Ron's wanted to live on the north side because that's where the television stations were.
The now 83-year-old has perhaps spent more time in water than out of it, so it's a rare opportunity. I've caught her on terra firma.
Nobody else in the world was filming sharks.
Yeah.
And we found it even sold better if I was in with the sharks.
The things you do for money. But to be honest, it was more about love.
It was terrific. They wouldn't come close enough. They just circled and circled and circled.
The mesh and cages soon gave way to a la natural. It was always the best way to film aquatic creatures, usually sharks. Great whites were her favourite. She never got bitten, if you don't count this one.
Green blood clouded the water as the white saw teeth withdrew from my flesh. There was no pain, no panic, but I had to get out fast.
I had to look. Oh!
Wait, oh dear, look at all that blood.
No, Ronnie, I made a mistake. Got bitten.
What's the mistake? How do you make that mistake?
I didn't keep my eyes on all the sharks. There were too many. There were 26.
Oh dear Lord.
We were working for Hollywood. If you're going to get bitten by a shark, work for Hollywood. Helicopters, plastic surgeons.
When she got out of hospital, Hollywood loved her. Jaws wouldn't have happened if not for Ron and Valerie Taylor. They read the book and rang an American producer, convincing him to make it into a movie. There they are, with Steven Spielberg on the left and actor Roy Scheider next to him. They were pioneers of underwater photography, experts on marine life, with a vast library of footage. And although Jaws was a man-made fake, other sharks in the movie weren't, nor were they from fabled Amity Beach.
Anytime you see a real shark, the whole of it, it's an Australian shark.
Think of a movie heavy in underwater scenes, and Valerie was part of it. There was Blue Lagoon with Brooke Shields and Christopher Atkins.
And I taught both of them, only Chris to scuba dive, and he still scuba dives to this day. We did a trip last year.
You still see him?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Their aquatic knowledge brought them in contact with politicians too. The disappearance of their friend and Prime Minister, Harold Holt, was devastating and bewildering.
He was a good bloke, and Ron and I just could hardly believe he drowned, because he could hold his breath for a long time, much longer than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
He was very, very fit. He generally wore that shorty wetsuit like that. And so if he'd gone unconscious or something, he would have floated.
Her best friends, though, are perhaps those from below. This is Honey, an Indonesian moray eel.
Well, Honey, she's a darling. Known her since the 70s.
The ocean holds many family friends.
I had a very friendly octopus once, a great friend. I only had to give it a crab.
And so that brings us to her book, An Adventurous Life, which indeed it has been, although she fears for the life of our best adventurous playground, the Great Barrier Reef.
It's really very sad. It's not the place I knew. Over-harvesting, overfishing, overtaking of everything. Pollution.
And for those of you like me a little worried about what lurks beneath.
You don't need to be afraid, because there's nothing down there that really wants to get you. Most of the animals don't have any interest in us at all.
Except that one.
Damn it, damn it! Why did he have to do that to me?
Oh, that's a bastard nuisance.
What a big life. Valerie's book is out now and her documentary will be released next year.